Hello, welcome. Kevin, my name is. So what if we took Pokemon Silver and made it into actual Pokemon Silver? Okay, so we have this bar of silver, 750 bucks. We're gonna do a little bit of machining and turn it into an actual Pokemon Silver cartridge. And it's gonna be so tough chucking up this awesome shiny piece of silver, but it's gonna be sweet. So this project initially started out, what could I do that's cool, that's fast, and it quickly evolved into a lot more than that, as it always does. To begin with, we wanted something cool to hold the Game Boy Color, the silver bar, and the game cartridge. So we turned these cool holders out of solid brass and then did a little milling, and they turned out great. It's about $30 a piece of brass here. So with 3 of them we got about $90 in brass just to do a few scenes of turning, but whatever. And then I tore apart a Japanese one that I got when I imported my Game Boy, one of my Game Boys, and measured that and got it pretty much exactly like it, even down to the little standoffs inside. Just real quick, please like and subscribe. I have a lot of awesome projects coming up that I think you will like. For example, like this here. I've taken a new 3DS XL and we're turning it into a flat 2DS style. This will be made out of aluminum, custom circuit board, all kinds of cool stuff. So remember to hit subscribe. So then I 3D printed one to make sure everything fit. Put it in the Game Boy, started up great. And then, well, I didn't want to quite cut into a $750 piece of silver right away. So did one smartly out of aluminum. And the aluminum turned out really great too. The whole thing is we're going to do the front and actually the back from one side, and then we'd flip it and we do the inside, and then it would cut out the entire piece. Machining silver has pretty much the same scrap rate as the cost of the bar. There's a small upcharge for the bar. So it was very important to keep every piece of silver that we could. Every little chip was crucial. So we built this small little box out of a post office box, priority mailbox, and little duct tape, and put it around there, and that did pretty good. We ended up losing an ounce, I believe, overall. So we first tried fly cutting this without any coolant, and it turned out that we had to have coolant. Like if you didn't have coolant, I think the surface was getting hot, or it was just more likely to drag a chip and it was digging in. So we used WD-40 the whole time rather than coolant from the machine. And Just the silver in the cartridge was 5.8 ounces or 164 grams of silver, and compared to like 1.5 ounces overall for just the aluminum, the entire thing. It's much heavier. You can feel it when you hold it, the heft in your hand. It's really cool. It's really awesome. So although our bar cost $750 and I actually bought this Pokemon Silver for $50, so I got about $800 in it, plus the $90 in brass. Not to mention all the time it took in designing, 3D printing, machining the holders, doing a prototype, doing the silver bar. There's a lot of time there. That's, you know, at about $125 shop rate, you know, we got 4 days into it. That turns pretty expensive, becomes kind of expensive if you were to have a normal shop do it. No, I don't think a normal shop would do it anyways. I don't think they would cut into a silver bar. But it's the heft, the shine, a true Pokemon Silver. It's phenomenal. It's beautiful. I hope you guys like it too. So now let's plug it in and play a little Pokemon Silver. As with most Game Boy games and even Game Boy Advance games you get now, you're going to have to replace the battery. Now, I wanted to be a little farther along than just the starters for when I did this video, and I didn't have the right battery. I was out of that size. I had the smaller size. They're both 3 volts, so they'd work, so I put a smaller one on there. And I realized, well, now that I did that, I'd like to put the bigger one on, so I'm going to lose my save. As it turns out, you can actually plug a Game Boy game into a Game Boy Advance SP without the back on. Turn it on, replace your battery, and turn it off, and your save will remain. And that's exactly what I did. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments below.